I think it's really important to have a body who can represent people with lived experience, because having the experience, what we've gone through, we know what is best for us to have a recovery. So having a PIC will be the advocacy and also to bring any reform in the system we need to balance between both parties, like lived experience and then the policies and processes and all the institutions.
I've been hearing a lot of the lived experience community. We've been saying a lot of things, a lot of times to a lot of people over the last few years. And I think what we want the most at the moment is just to be heard and for that to be meaningfully translated into some change. Because I think, we've been saying a lot of things, we've been asking for a lot of things, and we've had some traction, but in the really big areas, we're still really lagging behind.
The most important topic right now for people with lived experience is authenticity and autonomy. We know what we need. We need genuine support to exercise our autonomy and encourage us to exercise our autonomy. Only this way will change happen quicker.
I think the most important matter for the lived experience right now is to have a voice, because I've been into the system and I felt that I wasn't heard and there was nobody to advocate for me, because they all looked at you as a patient, not with a person with so many dynamics of life, kids, relationship, finance, job, and all of those other factors like culture. So having a voice is very important.
I love working with the PIC because I think it's finally somewhere where I can authentically represent what I want to see changed. I can be honest and authentic about my experience, but not be overstretched or tokenized while I do that.
I would like all of the leaders in the system, they all have a lived experience, from the top to team leaders, so commissioner, mental health minister, health minister.
I think I'm in the mental health space really because I want to create change for other young people. I think there's so many young people coming up that deserve better than what I got and my family got, and the point of becoming an advocate and wanting change was really so that I could shift that for others and for those that come up after me. But also it creates a really immediate impact to my world and the world of those around me, and it's a way that I can use something that feels like it has no benefits to me and I can make some change with it, which has been really healing for me as someone with a lived experience.
The most important thing about having an actual lived experience PIC is that we've got a space that's ours, that gives us power, that gives us voice. In Queensland in particular, we can get really sidelined into specific roles and we're kind of sitting on the skirts of public policy. So having that lived experience PIC means that we've got a clear, shared direction for the lived experience community.
There's a lot of things that I could definitely point out. I think one thing for me, I'm from a regional community and my community is really important to me, and I think we've got a bit of like a trickle-down system when it comes to the support that's provided for communities. So I'd really love to see like a community-based model of mental health care and giving some power back into the hands of those that are on the ground every day in community.
If I was a fortune teller down the track in 20 years' time, I actually would think the PIC doesn't exist because all of the lived experience is built into our system and we don't need to strongly advocate on behalf of the consumers.
I do believe the future I hope for is possible. Change is slow and hard work. I won't see the changes I want to see made in my lifetime, but what I hope is that the work that I do builds a foundation upon which future generations can advocate upon.